This valley oak is right over the house. It's heavy, it's gnarly, and it's dead. Extra caution is going to be used today in this project to take this tree apart without breaking the tree apart. It's very much a finesse process to take down a tree like this flawlessly. On a project of this magnitude, there's a lot of things going on here. We're loading trucks with wood. We've got our aerial lift truck working above us. We're chipping. We're going to be splitting firewood. We're running our camp right here, right out of the back of the truck. You got pedestrian traffic, you got vehicle traffic. There's a lot of things on this project to promote a lot of hazards. Because of the technical difficulty and the challenges in a large dead valley oak like this over a house and highly valuable landscape, I had no other than my partner and my safety and operations manager, Chris Bruner, personally climb and direct this crew. So now we've converted back to our zip line system to get through this section of the removal. Zip line's very effective on getting the pieces directly right down to the street without the lumber, branches, or anything ever even touching our client's highly valuable landscape. On a hazardous dead oak tree like this, you got to make sure you have a good system for lowering down all this wood. You can't shock load a dead tree. This tree's been dead for a couple years now, and any big load could possibly break this whole tree off. There's no shortcuts when it comes to safety.
When it comes to hazardous removals and you're rigging into itself, you got to have a very smooth rope operator. Rick Kafez has been doing this since 1991, and it surely shows.
Well, I was looking out for Chris because I had to run the ropes and make sure that hobs was set up right and make sure every piece fell where it's supposed to be. We were in a pretty tough situation, so we really had to be cautious.
So here today in Vacaville, California, we had a hazardous oak tree removal. It's been dying throughout the years, and I'm glad that we caught it at this point. We had some situations where the branches were overhanging the house. We had to set up rigging using the Hobbs device in order to pull pieces away from the house and successfully land the pieces into the street without damaging any of their landscaping. When you're dealing with a dead tree, you have to consider situations of the integrity of the wood. It's no longer as strong as it is when it's green. This one had to come down all in ropes because if you cut a dead limb and throw it, even if where you're throwing it is clear, it still explodes when it hits the ground. So it can explode, you know, four times the space that you had open for it to land. And all it takes is one little piece of wood to go through a window and turn that job into an unsuccessful one. It happened to be one of the hottest days in Vacaville, which was about 102 degrees. And we worked for 12 hours that day. And what you have to do is you literally have to stop and work in increments and take a break and cool down and get water and get the guys in the shade and then go back after it. With a dead tree, you got serious dust. Like, it's more dust and debris than in a green tree. So you're inhaling that stuff, and then you got 102 degrees beating down on your neck. So the heat also, what it does is it vapor locks your chainsaws. It really puts a lot of fatigue on your chainsaws. And so not only as you as a person have to rest, but you have to rest your equipment too.
When it comes to chipping gnarly valley oak like this, where you've got so many branches going so many ways, it's really important that the first time you process this limbs, that you process them straight so they can go into the chipper easily. Here we are wrapping it up. Another successful project performed by Signature Tree Service. We've got Josh working here on the final stump cut that we're going to be performing for the client. We dug up a bunch of the earth and got down with our specialized stump saw to make a very low cut at or right below grade. Our 30-ton hydraulic wood splitter saved the day because you could never have done that by hand in this amount of time. This absolutely is a project that you bring out your best of the best. And with a combination like Chris Bruner in the tree and Rick Kafez down on the ground running ropes,
It doesn't get any better than that.
Here we are at the end of another great project. Crew's already left. It's just me and the stump. Couldn't be more happier with the way this project turned out. And here at the end of it all, we were able to bring this project with all these challenges in under budget and ahead of schedule. So listen, if your tree is a hazardous tree, dead, hanging over the house, highly valuable landscape, you know who you could call to come in and take care of that situation for you. You call them the pros at Signature Tree Service. We love facing challenges like this and bringing in remarkable projects every time.